Hello all, welcome to part 25 of the Security Tube Metasploit Framework Expert course and certification. In this video, we will step up our Metapredator scripting skills a little bit more and look at how we can create a script which will go through the list of all running processes on the victim system and search for a specific process by name. This video is part of the Security Tube Metasploit Framework Expert course and certification. If you have any questions or would like to enroll and certify, please visit securitytube.net/smfe. This certification is our certifications, both the SWSC and SMFE, are currently being taken by students from over 30 plus countries, part of our vision mission to provide free yet quality InfoSec education content to one and all. Okay, so in the last video, what we saw was how can we take the Metapredator script template, trivially modify it, and create the also powerful migrate Metapredator script, right? In this video, we are going to look at how do you create a Metapredator script to which we can give a process name as input, such as notepad.exe, and this script will tell us by looking into the list of all currently running processes if notepad.exe is running on the system or not. So how do you go about it? As I've already told you, the first step is to find an API which can help you to do what you want. Now, if you think about it, we want a list of all currently running processes on the victim system, right? Which means if we go to the Metasploit directory, pentest, exploits, framework, lib, and then we go to post exploitation, Metapredator, and then we go to std API. Extensions, std API, and then sys. Inside this, we basically have process.rb. Now, if you quickly browse through the code, what you would notice is this deals with doing interesting things with the remote process or remote processes on the victim system. Now the one, as you move along and look at all the things it does, catches your eye is this one. Returns an array of processes with hash objects that have keys for PID, parent ID, name, path, etc. What we are interested in is the name of the process, right? So process.get processes is what we want. So let's do a quick proof of concept before we start scripting it from our IRB terminal. So ideally client.sys.process.get processes is supposed to give us an array which contains different details of processes running on the remote system. Fantastic. I can already see a bunch of process names like SMSS, CSRSS, etc., right? WinLogon and all of that stuff, lasses and whatnot. Fantastic. So the API works fine. Now let's actually write a simple iterator around this, which basically takes each of the processes in this list and does what we want, right? So you can use each, do, and then let's go ahead and fit this into some variable, let's say z, and then for each of these items, let's say we know that name is basically the key, so we're going to have name, and then let's just make it lowercase, and after that what we're going to check is if this is what we want. So let's say notepad.exe, am I right? Notepad.exe, which we know is running on the remote system. Uh, and then if this has been found, then let's just do a print underscore. Okay, for the time being, let's not worry about good or bad. Let's just say, hey, this was found, right? And we can end this here, or we'll just break from this if this is found, right? And then let's just end it here, and let's just end the initial one there. Fantastic, it says found, right? And if I verify, oops, I need to go back to the Meterpreter terminal rather than IRB, and if I do a quick PS, I would actually see that notepad.exe is running. Fantastic. Now let me go ahead and prove myself to the contrary, which is just need to make sure that for something which does not exist, this goes ahead and does not print found, right? Let's say notepads.exe, definitely not there. So if this is the case, print status, else, okay, we can add the break here, our first end, the second end, right? And if you notice, nothing was printed, just basically the list in the end. Okay, so I think we are good. Let's exit IRB mode, go back to Meterpreter, and then go back to our Metasploit framework scripts directory. And let me now just copy smfe.migrate to smfe.search process name.rb. Okay, and I'm going to open up smfe search process name.rb. And let's just change this variable name to something descriptive. Process to search. This sounds good. Let's just change -p is reasonable enough. Okay, so we have process name to search for Meterpreter script for process name search. Okay, fantastic. Then we could just go back down there. Okay, for whatever reason this hung for a second. And we'll just go up here. Okay, and then we have to rename this variable to what we had given here, which is process to search. Process to search. Fantastic. Now we go back here and let's say change this a little bit. Right, let's say searching for, change this to process to search. Don't need this, don't need this. If we hit an error case or an exception, we like search failed. Now let's type in what we had typed in there. So first let me go ahead and get the process list in a new variable, right? Process list is equals, let's say, client. Actually, we don't even need to do that, to be honest with you. Let's just go ahead and write this by itself. Client dot sys dot process dot get processes. If I remember, this is what it was. And from here, we are going to take each of these and basically have a new variable. Let's say process info, each of these processes, right? And basically if process info, which is a hash, the key name is given down case so that the process name is converted to all lowercase, equals process to search, just in case there is any case issues with the input, right? Then we basically say print underscore status process to search found, right? And we don't need to go further into the loop. Of course, you could always search for multiple occurrences, but hey, I'm writing a script just to teach you the basics, not to put something on a custom environment. Okay, so this looks good to me. One of the difficulties is that if you just keep typing and talking and trying to teach, I may have made some typos here and there. I'm just hoping there's not something stupid all of you guys are going to laugh on. Let me just do a quick check. Okay, it looks reasonably okay to me. Process to search, okay. Now let me go back here and just do run SMFE. Now I think we have two choices. Search process name with the -h option. Okay, and let's say put in notepad.exe. Fantastic. Notepads.exe. No, could not find it. That's why we didn't see anything. Let's do a PS. Let's say I'm going to copy vboxservice.exe. Go up here again. Let's paste this. The best part is both of them do get converted to lowercase, so that takes care of any of the issues. And there you go, found that. Definitely not available, right? Fantastic. So this is how, by using an API, it is possible for us to kind of like glue information together and do more interesting things, right? For example, when you're on a remote system, maybe immediately you want to check for a set of executables, right? A set of AVs or, some other stuff which is running. So you could have a list of processes you want to check against. And a script like this could come in handy when you want to do that, right? Okay, so I hope now you have enough background over the last 3 videos to understand how to explore the APIs, try them out in the IRB shell, take Meterpreter script samples, convert them into working scripts, and move towards more complex scripts. Now, I can tell you writing complicated scripts is very simple if you understand how these individual building blocks need to be put together. Just like what I've shown you over the last 3 videos and what you have learned when we looked at Railgun in those 3 separate videos previously. So if you put all of that together, look at various Meterpreter scripts, then you should be able to easily code up any complicated script out there. We will be giving you a couple of interesting exercises based on Meterpreter scripting, which you would have to try out. This is for the students of the SMFE. That's all for this video. Thank you.